convention ever. All right, as soon as we finish the PYT, we'll go ahead and do the random of Mosaic, unless the Chrome Tennis sells out, which it looks like it might. Some of these might sell out. There's only 3 left in the PYT of number 4, and there's only 9 left in the. 7 left in the random team, or random letter, I should say. 7 left. You know, when you've been doing this for so long, when you've been in the hobby for so long, it's hard to get excited about stuff, you know, because like something like, especially something like the National, where you kind of know what to expect. It's the same every single year, pretty much. Yeah, Fanatics Fest got me super excited for the future of the hobby, and just the future of sports, man. They found a way to blend it together. They found a great way to blend it together. What's going on, everybody? My name is Conrad here from Mojobreak.com for new release Wednesday night, August 21st, 2024. We're doing another 5 boxes for you guys. Brand new 23-24 Panini NBA Mosaic Fast Break Basketball, PYT number 2. Let me go ahead and read the team names for you guys here. PYT 2. We got GMS King with the Hawks, Denny with the Celtics, Jay Dicko with the Brooklyn Nets, Bomb Dropper Charlotte Hornets, Jay Sluicin Bulls, Alex M Cavaliers, W Cards Mavericks, K's Nevik Nuggets, EMW Pistons, Chris Gray Warriors, Wi-Fi Ben Rockets, CWR Chris Pacers, Ben V Clippers, Sits 49er Lakers, W Card with the Grizzlies, KS Nevik got the Heat, Calvin with the Bucks, CWR Timberwolves, Trunks 589 Pelicans, Ben V with the Knicks, Rocky Shao Thunder, Moto with the Magic, Tony with the Sixers, last team Mojo Sixers, John with the Suns, Bomb Dropper Blazers, CWR Kings, Chad with the Spurs, 508 got the Raptors, Wi-Fi Ben with the Jazz, and Obsidian Min with the Washington Wizards. You know, I used to tell people, like, if you ever get a chance to go out to the Nationals, obviously, especially if you love cards. Nationals, yes, 100%. You got to go check out the Nationals if you just love cards. Now it's like, if you have any passing interest in sports, like if sports is one of your passion, you have to go to Fanatics Fest now. It's like there just isn't any other convention that is made for sports lovers like Fanatics Fest. It's even more of a must now, and I see the show growing so much bigger in the coming years. Like they're able to put so much more resources towards future shows, especially kind of they got the first one out the way, and they did it big for the first one. Don't get me wrong, they did it big. They did it big time for the first one, but through word of mouth and kind of like people like me talking about the show so like positively, like I think just more and more people are just gonna get so much more hype, and more people are gonna go to next year's show. It's like, bro, can't wait. I already can't wait for next year's show. Hopefully it is in LA. That's right in our backyard. You know what I mean? It's finna be on. By the way, the full case hobby tennis is down to only 10 spots left. Random letter number 4 has only 13 still. Yeah. PYT 5 is looking like only 9 left in PYT 5. Yeah. The markup for the dealers, it's probably similar. It's probably actually similar. There wasn't a lot of obviously vintage dealers, so I would imagine that's a segment that's probably gonna grow in the future. More vintage dealers, obviously more modern dealers too. But we sold this is the first time Dougie Dan sold singles at our booth, and they did extremely well. I will say that. The card area was, I would say the card area is like was the size of like maybe like a medium card show. It was like about a third of everything that was there. Maybe not even a third, maybe like a fourth. I'm telling you guys, man. Yeah, I'm telling you guys right now, Fanatics Fest is where you guys need to be next year if you can make it, and you guys will not be disappointed. I promise. There's so much to see and do. And that's the biggest thing is you can bring the family for once. You know what I mean? You could bring your girlfriends for once, and they won't be bored. You'd be like, look, that's Jay-Z right there. That's Jay-Z. That's Travis Scott right there. That's LeBron James right there. You could be right next to him. Something you'll never hear people say at the National. NBA greats Charles Barkley disco. Keontae George debut. Keontae George. I think that's a blue disco Luka. It is 3 out of 85 blue Luka montage. Yeah, the comps the comps at the National. I heard that from everybody. The comps at the National is crazy because you guys know what's been happening lately. It's all the repackers will just buy all the cards at 90% comp. You know what I mean? 95%. So that's why all the dealers are just waiting for all the repackers to come by and buy all their cards for high comps. That's something in the hobby that probably needs to be addressed at some point. But Duncan Dan sold a lot of singles at our booth. So NBA grades, there's a Dr. J, 7 out of 85 blue disco for the Sixers. Dr. J, last team mojo for Tony. Jaden Ivey. And then, yeah, there was waves all. I remember, especially, here's the thing, too. The WWE showed once again why they are one of the biggest brands in the world. That WWE booth for the custom entrances was busy. More busy than any other booth for the entire weekend. Like, the entire weekend. And then a lot of, like, not even just WWE wrestlers and superstars showed up a lot to that booth, but like just like other athletes and celebrities showed up a lot to that booth too, to do custom entrances and just to talk to people. When Lil Baby and LA Knight was there together, that was a huge crowd. I think Rey Mysterio and Travis Scott were there together. And yeah, there would be huge crowds following them. There was a huge crowd following Triple H when he was there for a second. He did his own entrance. He even spit water in there. That was hella tight. I got video footage of it, actually. He did his whole entrance where he spit water into there, so people got spat on by Triple H. Scoot Henderson, rookie base card for the Portland Trailblazers. Disco Jabari Smith Jr. Debut Kassan Wallace, Scoot Henderson, rookie for the Blazers. Scoot Henderson, bank shot for the Blazers. Disco Lou Dort. The 1 per box variation should be coming up soon here. Julian Strother. Blue Disco Chris Paul for the Warriors for 35 out of 85 Golden State. I think we are coming out with a buyback soon. I think it's going to be, I'm pretty sure it's a football buyback repack. So it's probably not going to be like quad double, or maybe it will. No, it's not going to be like quad double because we don't have a lot of football products. We don't have a lot of football boxes laying around like we did basketball. Brandon Miller debuted for the Hornets, rookie. Gigi Jackson, rookie, Grizzlies. Disco D'Angelo Russell, and 1 per box, looking like Richard Rip Hamilton. Derek Lively, rookie variation for the Dallas Mavericks spot. Derek Lively. That's a 1 per box rookie variation. Oh, and you got the blue Luka. Congrats, Mavs. Who's Triple H? Oh, boy. W Cards with the Mavericks, by the way. Congrats, W Cards. Scoot Henderson, NBA debut. Oscar Thompson for Detroit. And the first auto, wow, 14 out of 49. Warriors. Brandon Podziemski, fast break, red disco. Chris Gray. That was 14 out of 49 red prism. Here's a Wembanyama disco for the San Antonio Spurs spot. Disco Wemby. Fast break Wemby. So Triple H, he one of the biggest wrestlers in WWE starting in like the 2000s. That's probably why you don't know him. But he married Vince McMahon's daughter in like the mid 2000s. And he pretty much runs the company now. Purple disco Jalen Clark rookie for the T-Wolves. Six out of 50. F spot gone in hobby. Full case hobby. 9 left. Sorry, guys. I got to upload that hockey break real quick from. We just finished. PYT number 3. Triple H was the co-founder of Degeneration X with Shawn Michaels. That is correct. Degeneration X. I got 2 words for you. That is correct. Shawn Michaels, of course, the greatest wrestler of all time, in my opinion. My humble opinion. And non-humble opinion. Who's Gilbert? Who's Gilbert? Gilbert. Anthony Black. Nikola Jokic. Oscar Thompson. Casson Wallace. Grady Dick Disco for the Raptors. Rookie Disco. Shaden Sharp. Andre Jackson. Disco Chef Curry bank shot. Disco Steph Curry. Just base. Bobby Portis. Nick Claxton. KD. City Sissoko. There's a debut Wembanyama for the Spurs. Base. Debut Disco Jaime Jaquez for the Heat. Rookie Disco. Shea Gilgeous, Marcus Sasser. Purple Disco Malcolm Brogdon Blazers. 9 out of 50 for Portland. Purple Prism Disco. Anthony Black, John Moran. Gigi Jackson rookie. Silver of Mark Williams for the Hornets. Cam Whitmore, Andre Jackson, Disco Derek Jones. Check right there. Trace Jackson for the Warriors. Bilal Coulibaly, rookie. LeBron James bank shot. City edition, Nikola Jokic. Jordan Hawkins, City Sissoko, Magic Johnson. Pink Prism D Rose for the Grizzlies, 7 out of 20. Pink Disco D Rose. Memphis. David Roddy. Dun, 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 dun. Marcus Sasser. Tyrese Halliburton. Amin Thompson for the Houston Rockets. Brandon Miller debut. And also for the Warriors, TJD Trace Jackson, Golden State. Got the first 2 autos in the break. Trace Jackson. Tyrese Halliburton disco for the Pacers. Cole Anthony. Gigi Jackson rookie Memphis. Yao Ming disco Malcolm Brogdon. As a debut, Keontae George rookie. And blue disco Mike Conley for the T-Wolves. 81 of 85. So we got to auto that box, but we didn't get this variation in box number 2. All right. Box 3 coming up. Random letter number 3 has only 6 left now for Topps Chrome Tennis. That stuff is hot, guys. Fill them up. Topps Chrome Tennis has all the biggest names in tennis history, or almost all the big names. It's like not even the same product as 2021. Club. The last 3 letters that we're waiting on, by the way, for Delight Hobby Tennis, Chrome Tennis. A, I, U, and J. Box number 3. Taylor Hendricks debut. Jalen Wilson. Trace Jackson introductions. Jet Howard disco rookie Magic. Top 5 names in tennis. Novak Djokovic. Maria Sharapova. Carlos Alcaraz. Andre Agassi, Venus Williams. Is that 5 yet? I think that's about as my knowledge goes right there. Coco Gauff, Iga Swiatek, Brandon Miller rookie. Blue Disco Dame Lillard, 24 out of 85. Blue Disco Zach LaVine. Andy Murray. Brandon Miller City Edition. Noah Clowney, Josh Richardson, Disco. Jaden Ivey, OG Anunoby. Dylan Brooks, Jonathan Kuminga. Dame Lillard. Blue Disco rookie of Jordan Hawkins for the Pelicans, 73 out of 85. John Collins, Jalen Pickett. Wembanyama rookie for the Spurs, base rookie. Sam Antonio. Mike Conley disco for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Zion Williamson debut to Scoot Henderson. John McElroy. That's for the letter J because we were looking him up earlier. I was looking him up because J was the last spot, and then the last time he had a card autograph was 2011. John McElroy, 2011 Allen and Ginter, and his base auto from Allen and Ginter sells for $200. City Edition. Victor Wembanyama. Luka Doncic montage. Cam Johnson disco. Jarvis Walker. Blue disco Norman Powell for the Clippers. 13 out of 85. Allen Iverson NBA greats. And that is the rookie variation. And damn, the Warriors are killing it. Brandon Podziemski, rookie variation disco. Golden State Warriors. 2 autos and a variation. Jaime Jaquez. Brandon Miller Stairmasters. Dorian Finney-Schmidt. Cam Thomas. And the auto, Ricky Console, last team mojo for Tony. 36 out of 49. Red Prism rookie, Ricky Console. What's that girl's name that I hit for Redwan? Bianca Andresu? Andriso? I forgot how to pronounce her last name, but I've heard of her too. Andresu? Forgot how to pronounce her last name. Oh, that was a debut of Osser, Trace Jackson, and a purple Caleb Martin, purple disco for the Heat. 50 out of 50. All right, 2 more boxes for PYT number 2 of Mosaic Fast Break. We are pretty much doing the last 2 breaks of Mosaic Fast Break that we have. I do have 5 boxes left after tonight, but I'm probably just going to use those for mixers. All right, Evan grabbing some spots for number 3. Hunter getting the letter A spot, 2 down. I think we're down to only 2 left for that random. Getting close. And only 2 left in the PYT number 4. Yeah. No, yep, I get it, Zach. The late 90s is when I was in high school, so I was still watching. I was for sure still watching. I was in high school, so I was definitely still watching wrestling. That was when Triple H was coming up, The Rock. So basically, Triple H is the same era as The Rock. I'm sure you heard of The Rock, right? And then he's the same era as The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin. So it was those 3 guys were the main 3 guys that carried WWE into the mid-2000s. It was Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Rocky Maivia, The Rock, and then Stone Cold Steve Austin. Hogan was actually still a big deal in the late 90s, too, because of NWO, WCW, NWO. But on the WWF side, it was Triple H, The Rock, and Stone Cold. Oh, man. The freaking Warriors. 25 out of 50. Purple Curry. Purple Curry. The Warriors can't be stopped. Mick Foley was there. He just wasn't with the big three, you know. When I think of the Attitude Era of wrestling, those, well, okay, you could probably swap out Triple H for Undertaker. Undertaker was great in every era, right? So he was there for every era. But like when I think of the big three or big four during the Attitude Era, which covers the late '90s to the mid 2000s, the Attitude Era, I think of Triple H, The Rock, and Stone Cold. Obviously, Mankind, Mick Foley was a part of that. Undertaker was a part of that. Shawn Michaels obviously was a big part of that too in the early years, anyways. But I really think of The Rock, Triple H, and Stone Cold for that era. And then after that, it was like the John Cena, Randy Orton, Batista era. After that, Derek Lively, rookie. I honestly stopped watching wrestling too when Shawn Michaels retired, which was, I believe, the early 2010s when he retired. Too money, because he was my favorite wrestler. Blue Disco, LeBron James. But I still watch WrestleMania and Royal Rumble every single year. I think pretty much for my entire life. Blue Disco, LeBron for the Lakers. Lakers, Jeffrey. No, the Undertaker officially retired. I think I would say I'm gonna say 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, he officially retired finally. But he did cover literally 3 decades. His career was 3 decades, 3 or 4 decades. Son Wallace, Derek Whitehead, Shaden Sharp, Disco, Josh Giddey, Brandon Pazimski, Steph Curry, Stairmasters, and then a Blue Disco rookie of Maxwell Lewis for the Lake Show, 31 of 85. They changed from WWF. I want to say it was the early 2000s. Yeah, the worldwide. What is it like? World Wildlife Fund. The one with the panda logo. Yeah, they came after WWF. Copyright infringement. World Wildlife Fund, I think is what it was called. Wembanyama debut, San Antonio. Josh Richardson, Disco, or Mosaic. Yeah, Kane was definitely one of the main staples of the Attitude Era. The late 90s to the mid 2000s. Because the main storyline during that time was the Undertaker long lost. Kane was Undertaker's long lost brother that supposedly died in a fire when they were kids. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Disco for the Bucks. Disco rookie Jalen Wilson for Brooklyn. Anthony Black, NBA debut. Luka Doncic, bank shot. Tyus Jones, Disco. Patrick Beverly. Chris Murray, Oscar Thompson, City Edition. Blue Disco, Patrick Williams for the Bulls. Blue Disco, 85 out of 85. LaMelo Ball. Disco variation, Keontae George, Utah. 1 per box variation. Congrats, Jazz. Utah Jazz, Ben. Keontae George, Disco. The way you spelled Kane reminds me of Raising Cane's. You guys have you guys had Raising Cane's? Super popular chicken joint in Southern California. I think we have one now in the Bay Area too. They just opened one in the Bay Area, Northern California. Amin Thompson, notoriety for the Rockets. Harrison Barnes, Disco. Raising Cane's. Grady Dick. Jalen Wilson. And Portland getting a rookie auto. 28 out of 49, Tumani Kamara, red Disco Prism. Yes, Kane with the K. Bomb dropper for the Blazers, Tumani Kamara. Yeah, Vincent McMahon will always go down as one of the best villains and heels in the history of wrestling. And then Stone Cold, the opposite of that, was why the company, why WWE blew up so much was Vince McMahon and Stone Cold. Well, that was the main storyline during the Attitude Era. That was huge. Brandon Miller, rookie for the Charlotte Hornets. I remember as a kid, I had no idea that, because Vince McMahon was always the color commentary guy. I had no idea that he was the owner of the WWF. It's kind of funny. All right, random letters officially sold out, y'all. So that will actually be next. So if you're waiting for the random team mosaic, the Chrome Tennis random number 3 will be next first. These Chrome Tennis breaks aren't that long, aren't super long though, so 3 boxes of delight, 3 boxes of hobby. Fairly quick break. Kurt Angle, oh my God, yeah. Kidding me? I consider him one of my top 10 wrestlers of all time. He might even crack my top 5, I don't know. He was literally so funny on the microphone. His mic skills was amazing. Super funny character, personality. And then obviously he could back it up. He was a freaking Olympic gold medalist with a broken freaking neck, you know? Have you guys seen the Kurt Angle when he was on Joe Rogan? That was a good one. That was a good podcast. From Utah? I actually don't know. I thought the McMahon family was always from the East Coast. Cause in the early, like in the 70s, 80s, when it was Vince McMahon Sr., I always thought that they were like a East Coast family that ran the wrestling on the certain part of the East Coast. All right, here we go, lab box. Dun, 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 dun. Did you guys see the footage of Livy Dunn, Paul Skeen's girlfriend, negotiating for his cards at the Fanatics Fest? I thought that was a pretty cool piece of content. She was like haggling for his cards. Like, I remember there was one card, somebody was like, yeah, that's a $2,500 card. She was like, $2,500? He's only a pitcher. Disco Brandon Pazimski for the Warriors. Zaire Williams. Yeah, what was the McMahon's territory? Was it North Carolina? It was like the I remember they had a specific territory and that they didn't really they stayed in their territory literally until Vince McMahon Jr. bought the company from his dad, and then WWF started expanding. Stairmasters John Morant. Disco of Jalen Johnson for the Hawks. Shaden Sharp. Anthony Black. Brandon Miller, rookie. Wembanyama City Edition for the Spurs. Sasha Vezenkov, Disco rookie for the Kings. Vezenkov. Noah Clowney, City Edition, Amin Thompson. Kobe Buffkin. Purple Disco, Gordon Hayward for the Thunder. 50 out of 50. Oklahoma City. Bruce Brand, Patrick Williams. Jaime Jaquez City Edition. Yeah, so when Vince McMahon Jr. took over bought the company from his dad, he started aggressively buying a lot of the other wrestling territories and promotions. Tim Duncan, NBA greats, silver. Tyler Hero, Derek Whitehead. That's an Officer Thompson debut, Derek Lively rookie, and a Kevin Herter disco for the Kings. You talking about the silver one, John? You know, when I first did Mosaic Hobby, I thought they weren't that rare, but actually after opening a Mosaic Hobby for like a week, yeah, I want to say they're like one or two at the most per case on those silver glitters. They're almost like a case hit. But I swear, dude, the first night or two, I was getting those silver glitters like every other box. I was like, it can't be that rare. But after that first night, they were a little bit harder to hit. Rookie introductions, Bilal Coulibaly. Jalen Pickett, rookie disco for the Nuggets. Jason Tatum. Kevin Durant, Leonard Miller, Bilal Coulibaly. And then you got a Bojan Bogdanovic for the Knicks, pink disco, 1 out of 20. New York Knicks, pink disco. CJ McCollum. Kobe Jones. It might be worth it to buy like a Wembanyama silver glitter. And congrats, Rockets. Got the last variation, and it's a good one. Amin Thompson, Houston. A Rockets variation. That's Houston Rockets. Why Ben? Oh, Ben, you got 2 rookie variations to go with there. You got the Keontae and the Amin. Sick. David Roddy, Jeremy Grant, Kobe Brown, Jarris Walker. The Gentleman's Club parallel. Steph Curry montage, Naz Reid disco, Kyle Lowry. Brandon Pod debut rookie, Jalen Clark. And the last auto of the break is another one for the Blazers spot. Fast break, DeAndre Ayton, Portland Trail Blazers. DeAndre Ayton auto. Disco, Jonas Valanciunas, Cole Anthony. And the last blue disco is a Kyle Anderson for the T-Wolves. New Warrior. That's a 6.5 right there. Kyle Anderson, 31 out of 85. Slow-mo. All right, that was it, everybody. Another look at brand new 23-24 Panini Mosaic Fast Break. That was a 5-box break. Pick your team style number 2 on release day for Wednesday, August 21st, 2024. All card ship, you will get all your base. Congrats to the teams that did get a nice auto or parallel. We'll be getting into that fast break random number 1 soon. But first up, we do have sold out break from earlier from 745 just sold out. It's going to be Chrome Tennis 6-box random letter number 3 next. All right, let me set up that random. I'm about done with setting it up. Give me a few more minutes. Straight to the click. I'm in the club. And I know they know about each other. They trying to set me up. Baby, I'm just paranoid. One, that's got to be 1, 2, 3, 4 spots. That's probably 3 right there. That's 20. Yep. Getting some more of this chrome tennis, baby. Had super fun opening up the one tennis break I did earlier, so probably get another nice 6 boxes here. If you guys want to do the PYL number 4, pick your letter number 4. There's only 2 letters left in number 4. Maybe I'm just paranoid. IU and J gone. Yep. So that will be next. Good luck, Tony. All right. So we only have 3 more breaks to fill tonight, everybody. 3 more. Chrome Tennis 6-box mixer number 5, which has 9 letters left. The random number 4 of the same break, 6-box mixer random number 4, random letter 4, 12 left. And then the full case of Hobby Chrome Tennis has only 9 spots left. Let's fill up the rest of these Chrome Tennis for the night. So Chrome Tennis, pick your letter number 4 will be next, and then the Mosaic Fast Break Random will be after that. There. No, last I saw Noir was like sometime in Noir and Impeccable, both sometime in September. The last time I checked, I don't know exactly when though. All right, let's go ahead and run this. And then we can do the pick your letter right after. Both highly anticipated, though. Man, this is going to be some of the latest these products have ever come out for a basketball season. This is it. You guys know that, though, right? This is it. This is